Now let us do the third experiment. It is figure of merit of a galvanometer, very tricky experiment and many students falter on how to perform the experiment. So here is the circuit, here there will be a battery provided to you. Now it can be a static battery, it can be a variable battery like this. So here as you can see the voltage can be varied. Once you have constructed the circuit diagram, again the rule is same. Positive has to be connected with positive, negative has to be connected with this negative, and resistance boxes you can connect any order, does not matter because they do not have any polarity, but the galvanometer do have a polarity. So the positive end of the supply should be connected to the positive of the galvanometer, and negative end of the supply should be connected to the negative end of the galvanometer via resistance box. Okay. Now here are two keys, one key will be closed for the first part and another key will be we will open this key for the first experiment, and then we will put the first key, we will put in the first key. Now remember, if you do not have any resistance, the circuit may go to overdrive. So have some 150 resistances removed so that your circuit remains safe. Now once you have put in the key back into the place, you will see that the resistance is moving very far. So keep some resistance, high resistance removed. So now, so as you can see, when you have removed some resistance, you are getting a deflection in the circuit. So let us say we will start with, you have to take minimum 3 different readings for this. Again this is a calculation based experiment, so you need at least 3 readings. Now once you have removed some high value resistances, you will get some deflection in the galvanometer. Now for this experiment you have to use the second resistance box as well. So remember to keep a even value, so that once you are doing the second part of the experiment, you are getting a decent value. If you are doing some uneven values, so for example 9 or 11, your experiment may be fail. So that is why I request you to try to keep it around 10 for the first reading. So we are keeping it around 10, and once you are sure that okay, I have achieved what I was looking for, then you have to put in the second key back, keeping the first key closed. Now you remove the resistances and try to get a half deflection. Half deflection in the sense, first we got 10 deflection, so now you have to adjust the resistance so that you get a deflection of 5. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, we are almost getting the half of the previous deflection. So this resistance, these two resistances are important. Now in the resistance box, resistances are given in the ratio of 5:2:2:1, right. The reason obviously I hope you are aware of, so that you can get any combination of resistances. So as you can see, from the top we are having 10,000 and 5,000, so 15,000 resistance in this resistance box, and here we have 100 ohm resistance. Okay. So from this you can calculate the figure of merit of the galvanometer. Now you have to repeat the experiment with a different set of resistances, so that you can change the deflection. First obviously you have to remove this key, and then you have to adjust the resistances so that you get a deflection which is slightly more than, for example, now you will start with doing with 20. So here we have 20 ohm. 20 deflection. So deflection is important. Now again you have to put back the second key and try to adjust the resistance such that you get the half deflection. So half deflection method, this is why it is called half deflection method. So once you get the half deflection, okay, perfect. So this is how you can perform the experiment for 3 times, and you have to calculate the average figure of merit from each of the observations.